7 ways hackers can actually fake email address and end up trusting such email addresses, thinking that they are real, but they are not real. Now, every hacker, every freelancer, and every small business needs to know this, because majority of the time they are the biggest prey that fall for this kind of attacks. Number one is that the email has no ID check. Yes, one of the major things that is actually that is very common in this kind of scenarios, that the email has no ID check. The protocol that actually that sends every email has a built-in way to verify the sender. But in the case of the ones that these guys actually it has no way for you to verify the sender. Any server can claim any identity with zero friction. Then number two, the from name, they actually lies. If you look at the from name, that is the sender's name. If you look at what is saying on the email before you actually before you click on it to read, the name is usually different from when you now click on the email to actually read it. They are two different things, so they are contradictory. So scammers forge the from address and reply to address right inside the email header. That name that you actually see in your inbox is just a label that they type. That is not the name that sent that particular email. Then number three is that two addresses that does not match. You see, your inbox will show the header address. Servers use a hidden SMTP envelope to actually deliver an email. This will never have to match, and scammers exploit that gap every time. You understand? So if you have an email, maybe a company is claiming to be PayPal, and instead of the email to come to you as info or support at paypal.com, you're not seeing an email coming to you as PayPal support at paypal.xyz.paypal. You can see an email address like that. When you see an email address like that, it's not it. They are just they are bad guys trying to get you into their trap. Then number four is that the reply to trap. You see, a spoofed email shows your vendor's real address, but quietly routes your reply to his scammer's inbox. You confirm the wire it went to a criminal. What does this mean? When you are, when you open an email, there's an option for you to reply to it. So when you are replying, when you click on that reply to, if you look at the email address of the reply to, if it's not concurrent with the person you are expecting to be the person you were expecting that particular email from, if it's now replying to a different person, that means that particular email has been spoofed. And when we say spoofed emails, like, having you got in control of a particular person's email for a few sessions, and with that you're able to send email out to unsuspecting clients of that particular victim, that you are now putting in your own email that you want these people you are sending these messages to reply to. So that means if this person are sending payment details, when they are replying with those payment details, it will be to the rerouted email address. That will be the place that these payment details will actually reroute to. So don't actually fall for that. Then number 5 is look alike domains. Like I said, when you see, let's assume now that maybe your company.com. Okay, let's just say your company is the every email address is at the company. gmail.com. For instance, Gmail address are at gmail.com. Gmail is a company. So let's use as your company.com. So instead of small capital letter in everything, so there will be your company, your will be written well, then company now, that's where the problem might come. So you might see small c, then instead of O to be after the C, a 0 will be after the C, then mpany.com will be the completion of the address. So if you are not very watchful, that O that is in company, in the spelling of company, will be replaced with 0, and you might think it's the same thing. And the minute you click on it, you're already what? You're already falling victim. Understand? So scammers actually will register domains that look nearly identical to the real ones. One swap character is all it takes. Your eye misses it, your money does not come back. You remember the case of the young man that actually diverted Donald Trump's inauguration fund. You know that it was just 1 liter that he used for that particular uh, domain that he registered to carry out that haste. You understand? Took over, I think, over $400,000, if I'm not mistaken, or even more than that. So, look-alike domains, be careful when you are reading an email or when you're opening an email. Look at the domain carefully. Possibly copy it and place it on Google for scanning. Well, our tool is actually almost ready for a tool that you can use to scan an email address. We're so going to bring it live here. Working on it is close to completion. So number 6 is that urgency is the real weapon. You see, when you receive an email and the email is telling you that do it now, forget about it. You're about to be what? You're about to cry a cry that you might not recover from. Or even if you recover from it, it's going to take a very long time for you to recover from such. So when they're telling you do it now, you have 3 days, you have 3 minutes, you have 1 hour, run for your life. They're about to what? They're about to rip you off your what? Of your hard-earned money. Then number 7, which is the last, is that your inbox is safe better than guesswork. You see, your email when you receive an email and the email claims that it's not looking genuine. Let me just use that word. When you read it, it does not make sense. That's the kind of email that we are talking about. Every email should make sense. When professional companies are emailing their clients, their customers, their associates, their business partners, for every message they send to you, after typing that particular message, they take that message to a document proofreading tool. Then the document proofreading tool carefully proofreads it. After proofreading it, that person will send it to the next person who happened to be his boss. That person also proofreads it and certify that there's no grammatical error before such messages actually pushed out to the whoever will be the recipient of that particular message. So whenever you read a message or an email and it looks as if there is grammatical error in it, they are the kind of email we're talking about. So those are several ways you can actually those are 7 uh email ways by a bad guy can actually deceive you via email. So in order to not be a victim of such, learn, and our beginner cybersecurity class is coming up this month of March 2026. Limited slots actually available. We're going to teach you how to secure your account, secure your software, secure your data, secure your systems, preserve privacy, as well as cybersecurity in the era of AI. Limited slots actually available, and the payment link, payment details is at the bottom right of the screen. Remember, I said the fee is just $100 only. So register for that class, and I will talk to you in the next one. This is BlueCap Cybersecurity. Stay tuned.